Hey guys, Thunder here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of my other videos. Today, we are back with another all one color tiny home. So let's get to it. So first things first, we have to spin the wheel, and we're getting down to our last three colors. And we got light brown. So that's the color we will be building with. I am building on the Rendell Rose lot in Willow Creek. It ends up being 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom. It's a tier 2 tiny home, so you're not going to get all of the stuff that you would get if it was like a micro home, but you'll still get a good bit of the advantages of a tiny home. And it ends up being 35,148 simoleons. It will be available for download on my gallery. My ID is Thundera Shadow. So right now we're just building the shell of the tiny home. Just trying to figure out and make sure that it is doing just fine and that it's going to work. So we're at 76 of 100 tiles, and just moving it back a little bit on the lot just to give a bit more of a front space. So yeah, again, roofing, not that hard on this one. I kind of made sure that it wasn't going to be that hard. I was trying to stick with ways to keep it from being that hard. The roof color for light brown, I was not thrilled with. I ended up going with this one from Snowy Escape. And then the outside of the house, again, my options, not the most exciting options out there, but I made it work. So I put on this wood from Eco Lifestyle on like this front section, and then this like side section over here, just to get a bit of wood there. And then I accidentally put it on a little bit of this back section, so I'm just trying to figure out something to contrast with the wood. I didn't want like two different types of wood. I kind of wanted some brick or something, so that's what I'm looking for now. And I did see this like stone from Get Together, I believe it is. And at first I thought that would be like a very good option, but I kept looking, and I'm really glad I did, because I ended up finding this, in just a minute you'll see it, this siding from Base Game. It's technically light brown, but it's more of like a cream / white color. So it just gives a bit more of a contrast to the dark aspect, and I know it's light brown, but it's still a darker color, so it just gives a bit more contrast there. Just going to put on some roof trim, which is usually something I forget to do, so very happy that I remembered that one. And then looking for a front door, that was difficult because I didn't want to introduce too many browns, and then I also made it back to short wall height instead of medium. But I didn't want to introduce too many browns. However, there really wasn't many other options. Like, I could have used the blue door from Jungle Adventure, but I wanted to keep it somewhat in the right category of what I'm doing here. So, yeah. I'm still trying to decide which color door to use, but I do end up with quite a good contrast in my opinion. I go through several doors before I find the one that I actually go with. I was trying to find something that had a bit of wood that I could also work with, since it was going to be on the inside, but that I could also work with for the windows. And then I was thinking about this Eco Lifestyle door and adding a bit of color, but they actually have this one that is like all white, and it's labeled as light brown, so I wasn't certain if that was the best option or not, but I do end up going with that. I really like that one. So, and it just kind of gives it a bit more interest there. So, as far as windows go, I really wanted something above the door, but yeah. I did not at this point have move objects on. I'm fixing to put it on though, just so that I can try to get something. But then again, I had picked this like white door, so it was like I kinda need some white windows as well. So I put this window from the base game, like on all of the eaves of the roofs. And then I kind of needed to know where everything was going to go, like as far as my floor plan, because I like to do the windows based off of the floor plan. Because sometimes you want windows in certain rooms and sometimes you don't. So I'm getting the bedroom and the bathroom in right now, just trying to figure out where everything's going to go. And that actually ends up changing just a bit just because of how I do end up putting the windows. Because I end up finding, let's see here. I end up finding and going with the one from, I believe, high school years. I tried out a couple others. I'm really wanting something. No, it was from Growing Together. That's it, Growing Together. I really like these Growing Together windows. They have that bit of brown in there, but they've also got the white. So I decided to go and filter by that and see what else they had. And I ended up getting this window, and technically this window is in between the wall. Like, part of it is in the bedroom, part of it is in the living room right now, or the living room area right now. So I end up just making the bedroom bigger by a tile, like that whole, just scoot that whole wall back. So yeah, and then just putting some windows across the back and everything. And I did know that I wanted a back door for like a little patio or something, so that's why I left that big gap there. There is going to be a back door there, and I really do like that I made the room a little bit bigger because I was able to fit in a lot of stuff into that room. I go with this base game door for the back door. It kind of does move over though. It's a process. We'll just go with that. It's a process. And it's actually kind of hard, I've realized, for me not to just change the swatches on this stuff. But I do go with this light wood floor from Eco Lifestyle. And then just going to look for some tile. I can honestly say I don't like the light brown tile. None of it was really speaking to me, so I just went with this base game one for both the kitchen and the bathroom. And it almost blends into the floor, weird enough. So yeah, there was that. And then just looking through the options for the tiled wall, I do go with this one from Spa Day. I really like the Spa Day tiles, so yeah. Then just trying to figure out what else to put. I mean, it's going to be a lot of brown and beige type colors, so I do go with this one from Base Game for the rest of the living area here. And then in the bedroom, just trying to figure out something to maybe bring a bit of interest. Something to maybe just not be totally bland. But I do go with this one from Base Game as well. And it's got that pattern above it, so I really liked it. As far as a door goes into both the bathroom and the bedroom, I go with the one from the very first one from Cottage Living. I felt like that was a good color. I mean, it kind of matches with the windows and everything. I'm trying not to have too many different browns in here and too many different woods in here, so I felt like that was good. And then onto the lighting, and I kind of messed up with this lighting. I go ahead and I put out these, like, lights for the doors. However, I then forgot or just didn't do the lighting for the rest of the house here. I immediately go into, okay, well, what else do I need? I want a porch back here, so let's go ahead and do that. And just trying a few different tiles. And I kind of had thought of an idea of a sim that could live here. I wasn't really certain, though, if I could make it happen. Kind of wanted more of an academic sim living here. We've done a lot of, like, people who like to garden and everything. I just wanted an academic sim. I don't know why, but yeah. So I do end up going with this base game floor tile for both the walkway up front and the patio back there. And then I moved this door over, which means I have to move the lights over. Just going to get that done real fast. And then honestly, like I said, I totally forgot about going back and putting the lights into the house. So yeah. I do grab a mailbox. I get this one from Get Together. And then I do go ahead and grab trash can. So that was something at least. There wasn't many outdoor trash cans, so I was contemplating which one I should go with. I did go with the one from For Rent. I just really like the decorative style of it. As far as the refrigerator goes, I grabbed this one from the Cool Kitchen pack. And then I grabbed a stove from that pack as well. Just going ahead and putting those out before I do the counters. That way I kind of know about where I want them. And then the counters, I ended up going with the ones from Spade. I don't know what it is with me lately, but I really just like these counters. So just going to put those out. And then a sink. This is from Snowy Escape. A trash can also from Snowy Escape. So I'm kind of starting to use a few less packs, maybe. That dish drying rack is from For Rent. And then as far as any other clutter, I can't remember what... Okay, I put out this like sliced fruitcake bread stuff. I don't know. Just going to move this dish rack to be a little bit closer to the sink. It didn't really need much. There's no thermostat. There's no fire extinguisher. I did put out that plant from Paranormal. And then the curtains. For these windows, for some reason, the curtains just don't want to snap at like the right heights. I don't know what it is, but like I keep having to like raise the curtains up every time. So yeah. And I ended up going with curtains. I think it was like the little blind thing from Cottage Living here. Yeah, right here. And again, I had to put it like lower down and then raise it up using the 9 key. So I don't know what it is with these growing together windows, but I can just never seem to get it to work. And this is where I kind of was like, wait a minute. Why is it so dark in here? I have no lights. So I put in this Eco Lifestyle light for like the kitchen area. And then up front here in the dining room, I put this base game light. And I end up actually putting that light again for the living room. I was going to use this light from the Modern Luxe kit, but I didn't realize I had grabbed the one that was like really low down hanging. So yeah, there's that. As far as the bathroom goes, I use a light from Dream Home Decorator, and I was going to put this base game light into the living area, but I just decided to make it the same as the dining area. It just kind of looked a little weird if I didn't, in my opinion. But I used a light from Dream Home Decorator for the bathroom just because I've had such trouble trying to figure out which lights will work for a bathroom and which ones won't, because sometimes my Sims just cannot get around them. But yeah, you can see right now, well, just a minute ago, how low hanging that one light was in the bedroom. And I did not realize that until I got further into this build, so yeah. I use this table from Dream Home Decorator. And then as far as the chairs go, I use these from the Paranormal pack, which I had already used stuff from both of those packs, so not that big of a deal. It wasn't like a limited number pack build anyway, but I kind of try to limit my packs a little bit. But then when I go to get clutter and plants and stuff, it just kind of happens. So I do use this hanging plant from Paranormal, this plant from Tiny Living, which is a tiny house, so you kind of need the Tiny Living pack. As far as on the table, I'm trying to get some sort of a plant or something. I ended up going with these sunflowers from the base game. They're not like totally centered, but I thought that that was fine. Maybe somebody had just refreshed the water and just moved them or something, so I was okay with it. And then just kind of trying to look for stuff to go into this entryway area. I did put out these shoes from Dream Home Decorator. I was hoping for the umbrella stand, but it apparently does not come in light brown. So... and that's like the only umbrella stand in the entire game. So maybe the next pack we can get a new one. And then as far as coat stuff goes, this was my only options, so I went with that one from Base Game. And then going for some curtains, I chose some Base Game curtains. Again, had to raise them up, which wasn't that big of a deal. It was just, I kind of like it when the curtains just snap to the windows. Then on this other wall, I did go and grab a mirror from Eco Lifestyle. And then moving on to the living room area, because I wanted to see how much room I had left. I chose this TV from the Modern Lux kit. And then just looking for a TV stand. I really didn't like any of those options, so I just went to this Base Game one. And then I decided to put a plant on top of this coffee table, because that's what this is a coffee table. I'm just using it as a TV stand. I put out some books that's from one of the kits. I just don't remember which one. And then as far as the couch goes, that one was a little bit more difficult because some of the ones that I usually use were just not available to me. I guess they just don't have a swatch that is considered light brown. So I had to try and look, and there was a couple options that I thought would work. Just, I don't know, they just weren't saying they just didn't seem to be the right fit. But this one from another one of the kits, I don't remember which kit that one was from either. I really liked it. I was going to use this rug from the industrial kit, but I ended up putting it in the bedroom, and then I found a better rug anyway. However, I did use this rug from the one in the living room is from the Discover University pack. And then I just put out this Space Game rug for both the front and back door, and I found that other rug for the bedroom, so we'll talk more about that once we get to it. Then just looking for some sort of artwork. I really loved this piece from the Seasons pack, but it was just a bit too big for the spaces that I had left. I did use this bird, like 4 bird paintings over here on this wall. That actually moves because I end up moving a couple of the doors around. As far as by the TV, I just wanted something small on both sides, and I don't know. There was a lot of options, but none that was going vertically instead of horizontally. I ended up using this painting right here from the Base Game, and it's just used on both sides of the TV. I feel like that would be fine. So then just going to go and grab a plant from Cottage Living just to round out the space here. And then honestly just trying to figure out if there needs to be something else on this table. And I decided to put out this piece from the Modern Lux kit and just place it on the table like so. Then I had forgotten to put the curtains on the windows for the dining room. So just going to go and find some that would fit with the overall theme. I really like these from high school years, so I used those. And again, this is kind of where it goes a little crazy. But as far as a rug under the table goes, I tried several different ones, and I don't know, it was just so close to the rug in the living room, and it was just, I just could not find any that I truly liked. So, yeah. I was going to leave that one, but I just ended up deciding just to not have one and just to go on to the bathroom. I just could not find anything that I liked. I do end up using these movie hangout curtains in the bathroom. I just thought that fit well, and it was just the best option in my opinion. I used this shower, moving the door over, that way I can get both the toilet, which is a Base Game toilet, and the sink, which I used a sink from Parenthood. See, this is where it starts getting pack heavy, is because I just kind of start just going, okay, what sink do I like? What is this? I just stopped looking at all the stuff. As far as the mirror goes, though, I do end up using this one from Get Together. And then just putting out some clutter items from the bathroom clutter kit and the base game. And get together as well with that hand towel and trying to get the toilet paper in there. And then I do end up using the toothbrush because that was the only toothbrush available to me from the bathroom clutter kit. And then just going to put a robe on the door, and it does function like that. So, and then this rug is from Get Famous, but this is where I kind of started noticing that light was really low hanging. I ended up going with this one from the base game. I was going to put it in the living room anyway, so I really liked it. And then as far as the bed, there was several options I really liked. This one from Dream Home Decorator, this one from the Modern Luxe kit, this one again from Dream Home Decorator. I ended up going with this one though from Cats and Dogs. I really like it. And then I just grabbed a base game nightstand. I grabbed this one right here because it kind of had the same color as the bed. So I really liked that. And then just going and grabbing a couple of lamps. And I actually grabbed I thought this lamp just looked so cool and so weird at the same time. I grabbed a couple of lamps from Seasons. I really like the pattern on the lampshade, so. And then as far as a dresser goes, I was going to go ahead and put one in, but I decided to put since I was building for like an academic sim, I wanted to make sure that there was a desk and a computer in there first. So I grabbed this desk, I believe that's from high school years, and then this computer from the base game. Grabbing a chair also from the base game. And then just going to put like a little bit of books on the desk. And then I put one of these like little trolley items from Growing Together on the desk as well. As far as curtains go, I don't remember which curtains I used actually. So apparently I was really liking the leaf ones though. I think, yeah, I went with these eco lifestyle ones just because they kind of snapped a bit better than most of the other ones. And I didn't really want like a whole bunch of pattern or anything just because I've already got the pattern going with the wallpaper. But I really love this dresser from high school years, and I decided that it would be okay to move the door over and then just move this picture. And then just move the dresser as far over as possible just to make sure that the desk still functioned. And at this point, I was kind of like, I really want this sim to have like the academic, like the chests and all that. So I did find this chest clutter. The other chest clutter I was looking for from high school years is actually not labeled as light brown, so I was kind of disappointed there. I did put out this like city thing from Growing Together, and then this llama from, I believe it's from Dream Home Decorator. And then as far as a mirror goes, I wanted one above, like right above the dresser. And we don't have many that are horizontal that are small enough, so I went with this one from the base game. And then over here on this wall, I was going to put this picture, but I just didn't really like how it was looking. So I did end up putting like these diplomas and stuff from high school years. I thought that would be really, really good. And then this like architectural painting from the base game. I did put out a chess table back here, and this one I think is from either City Living or I want to say it's from City Living, but I'm not entirely certain on that. I put out a grill, and I put out this one from the not the Oasis kit, the Desert Luxe kit. There's a lot of kits. Trying to remember them all is kind of hard. But as far as a table outside goes, I just put out this like picnic table from Island Living. And then just moving the chest table a little bit. I really wanted though some shade or something, and I was kind of hoping to get something else over here in like the corner. This would have been a perfect yard for like some kids to have a monkey bars or something, but there just wasn't another bedroom, so trying to figure out what else to put out here for an academic sim who, in my opinion, doesn't really like the outdoors as much as maybe some of the other sims in the world does, was kind of hard. I did decide to put an umbrella over top of the chess table. And then just like I said, kind of trying to figure out what else to put in this backyard because there wasn't much back here. and thinking about changing out the umbrella, but I really like the one I had. Just trying to figure out what I could do here. Again, like I said, I decided just to go with the landscaping, not knowing that this was the landscaping I had to work with. So I put out these flowers from the Romantic Garden pack, and just trying to maybe rotate a couple of them just to make it look a little different. There just wasn't much I could do as far as the landscaping goes. I put out these patches of grass underneath it from the base game. So I was just trying to make it look a little bit fuller. And then I ended up using these holiday pack treat. Well, it's not a pack, but the free holiday treat, the free holiday stuff that we get. I used the trees. I mean, I had to do something, and then just going and looking through the regular plants that I had available, just trying to get something else out there somewhere. I did put out these cats and dogs, like barrels with flowers, just to give it a little bit more there. And then I did put out these plants right here in this corner from Eco Lifestyle. It kind of looks like an herb garden, and maybe this is like a low maintenance one that the sim doesn't have to do much to take care of. And then I did put out a couple of these lights from Get Together. So yeah, that was honestly like the best I could do there. So I just decided to go ahead and go to terrain paint. And again, like always, I'm not going to make you watch it all. You know where I'm going to put it. It's going to be under all of the stuff, all the house, under the umbrella, all the plants, trash can, mailbox, all of that. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have enjoyed. If you have, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of my other videos. I will see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.